We start our roundup of day 30 at Stade de Girondins, where Lyon rounded out a miserable month of March with defeat at home to Sochaux. The visitors went in front through birthday boy Giovanni Sio, celebrating his 24th birthday in style with his third goal since arriving in January. Lyon drew level in the 68th minute as Bafétimbi Gomis swept in from the penalty spot. But Sochaux and Sio in particular had the final word. The on-loan Wolfsburg man got ahead of Dejan Lovren and held up play beautifully. That before pulling back for Cédric Bakambu to snatch a dramatic late victory. Sochaux out of the drop zone, Lyon dropped to third. And Marseille kept up their hopes for a return to the Champions League next season with a 1-0 win away to Nice, which sees them up to second. André-Pierre Gignac claimed the only goal of the game, his 10th of the season overall. There was a passing of the torch of sorts at Parc des Princes meanwhile, as Ligue 1 leaders Paris Saint-Germain got the better of last season's champions Montpellier. The only goal of the game arrived in the 80th minute, courtesy of substitute Kevin GAMEIRO. That his 6th of the season. PSG can now look ahead to their key Champions League clash against FC Barcelona on Tuesday. Saint-Etienne meanwhile had a chance to go third on Saturday, but were held to a draw away to Troyes. Ligue took the lead through who else but Pierre-Emerick AUBAMEYANG, who somehow got his head to this Joshua Guilavogui attempt. Troyes equalised through Julien FAUSSURIER, who picked up a superb pass from Fabien Camus and managed to squeeze the ball past Stéphane Ruffier at his near post. BRANDAO, who will be suspended for the next 2 games after a challenge on PSG's Thiago Silva, but available for the League Cup final against Rennes, made it 2-1 with this header in the 31st minute. But Troyes drew level a second time 7 minutes later as Benjamin Nivet headed home his 9th goal of the season. Saint-Etienne 4th and Troyes now bottom of the table. Lille meanwhile are up to 5th after coming from behind to beat Brest 2-1 at Stade Francis-Leblis. Florian Raspontina put the hosts 1-0 up in only the 10th minute after good work from Benoît Lozouamier. But their lead lasted only 7 minutes as Dimitri Payet whipped in a corner and Solomon Kalou headed in at the far post. The returning Aurélien Chedjou with the assist. Former Brest man Nolan Roux then came off the bench to crucify his former club. After a superb ball through from Benoît Pedretti, he slotted home coolly for 2-1. After Sochaux's win in Lyon, Brest slip into the relegation zone. Ligue 1's draw specialists Bordeaux were up to their old tricks at home to Lorient on Saturday. The visitors went in front thanks to the returning Jérémy Aliadière, who combined splendidly with Maxime Barthelemy before sweeping in his 12th of the season. But Bordeaux fought back. Ludovic Abraniak took advantage of a Fabien Audard error to bring them level 3 minutes from time. 1-1 the final score at Stade Chaban-Delmas. Nancy kept their survival hopes alive with a superb win on the road to Rennes. The visitors haven't lost at Stade de la Route de Lorient since 2000, and Thomas Ayassi's superb opener in the 78th minute looked to keep that record going. Jamel Bakar made sure of the 3 points with a second goal a minute from time, his 5th of the campaign overall. Rennes' only hope of Europe now looks to be the League Cup final against Saint-Etienne on April the 20th. There was a spectacular game in the north of France meanwhile as Valenciennes hosted Bastia. Rémi Gomis put host Valenciennes 1-0 up from this Galdanic corner in the 9th minute. But the visitors hit back through Tuafilo Maoulida after a wonderful pass from Fethi Harek. Maoulida keeping up his tradition of dedicating the goal. Danik restored Valenciennes' lead from the penalty spot, but Maoulida brought them level with his 2nd of the game, heading in a fine cross from Julien Palmieri in the 49th minute. Florian Thauvin came off the bench to put Bastia in front with a penalty of his own, before making it 4-2 with this incredible solo effort. The 20-year-old future Lille man running the length of the pitch, skipping past captain Rudy Mata and sweeping in his 7th goal of the campaign. Valenciennes did put a goal back deep into injury time through Gregory Pujol, but it was too little, too late. 4-3 then, the final score at the Stade Hérault. Ajaccio took the lead at home to Toulouse thanks to the generosity of visiting captain Jonathan Zabina, who headed into his own net in the 18th minute. That's the first goal Toulouse have conceded in 5 games. They equalised in the 25th minute though, as Etienne Dido squared for Etienne Capoue. A slight deflection helping the attempt get the better of keeper Guillermo Ochoa. The visitors took the lead shortly after the half-hour mark as Capoue lofted forward for Franck Tabernou. Ajaccio were under the cosh but drew level just before half-time as Yohan Cavalli sent in a corner and Adrien Mutu picked up the loose ball, thrashing home his 6th goal in 7 home games. But this was Toulouse's and more particularly Etienne Capoue's day. When Tabernou was brought down in the area, he stepped up to sweep home the spot kick, wrapping up a 3-2 win for the visitors. In the day's big relegation battle, 16th place Reims took the lead against 15th place Evian through Floyd Aïté. This goal coming 3 minutes before he was shown a straight red card. Nevertheless, 10-men Reims made it 2-0 in the 67th minute, Gaëtan Corté heading in his 9th goal of the season. Well, that was enough to finally wake Evian up. They pulled a goal back a minute later through Yannick Sagbo, completely unmarked in the Reims area. And substitute Clark Nsekulu, making his 3rd Ligue 1 appearance, rescued a point for Evian with his 1st Ligue 1 goal. 2-2, the final score in Annecy. Well, all the results from this 30th day then, with no shortage of goals scored, 32 overall. Wins for Paris and Marseille at the top, and vital away wins for Nancy and Sochaux at the bottom. Bastia continued their good run with that spectacular 4-3 win in Valenciennes. In the table, PSG are now 7 points clear of Marseille in 2nd, with Lyon a point further back in 3rd. Saint-Etienne stay 4th, and Lille's win brings them up to 5th. Troyes are the weekend's big losers at the bottom. They're now 6 points from safety after that win for Sochaux. Brest slip into the bottom 3. Toulouse are now 5 points ahead of Valenciennes and Bastia, both level on 36 points. Next time around, Marseille face Bordeaux on Friday before PSG travel to Rennes on Saturday afternoon. 19th and 20th face off in a vital relegation clash as Nancy host Troyes. Lille and Lorient round out the 31st day on Sunday.